Hey everyone, it's been a while, Ash here, and I know what you're probably all thinking, where the heck have I been? Where news for the past week has been popping off like crazy. Well, it's kind of a long story, but if you kept up with my Twitter or my community posts and you kind of have a vague idea with where I've been this whole time, long story short, I was without power for almost 2 weeks. It finally got restored today, so now I can play catch up with everything I've missed, because I missed a lot, from Hasbro outsourcing the Playmates to the Power Ranger comics ending, and everyone wondering where my review of 119 is out, because I've never been late when it comes to a review, and this was the first time in a while since I was late to a review, but now I'm back. And it feels good to be talking into a mic again and making content. So, of course, we're going to be talking about kind of one of the biggest things that came out while I was away from making content, and that is the bread and butter of the channel, and that is the Mighty Morphin Power Ranger comics, the mainline comics, coming to an end. So, this came out of nowhere, but it's something that a lot of people who I speak to, who are fans of the comics, kind of knew that it was coming to an end. It's just we didn't know it would happen, like, out of nowhere, like this month, because I was thinking we would get the announcement later down the line, or maybe we'd get another story arc out of after Darkest Hour. But yes, the Mighty Morphin Power Ranger comics are coming to an end, and we're going to read the press release on Ranger Command Power Hour. Friends of the channel, friends of the show, go follow him. Eric's awesome with what he does over there at Ranger Command, and all the awesome guests that he brings on in the community. And ooh, you cannot see my face here on the webcam. Boop. Boop. There we go. Okay, so there's one thing I need to address here, is when the press release got sent out for this bit of news, a lot of sites were not covering the part where they said more announcements are on the way at San Diego Comic-Con later this year. So Boom Studios says that the mainline comics are ending, but they said more announcements are along the way. What are those other announcements? I have no idea. I'm going to be keeping a close eye on the internet, because maybe solicitations on Amazon will break out early, much like what happened with Mighty Morphin and Power Rangers when the comics split up. So maybe we'll get something similar, or maybe they're just going to push maybe they're probably going to push Ranger Academy at Comic-Con, but I get the feeling with something as big as Mighty Morphin, that was their bread and butter for Boom Studios, of course they're probably going to have something up their sleeves later down the line. So let's read it, let's go over it and give my thoughts and discussion, because the Power Ranger comics coming to a close is kind of a sad thing for me, because I've been covering the comics on the channel since 2018, and it's kind of what I'm known as the Power Rangers comics guy on YouTube. Like, I'm the guy who you go to when it comes to Power Ranger comics, because not many people cover the comics on YouTube. There's been a couple who have come and gone. Some have risen up recently, some being AI channels, which I have my opinions on, and some being people. But people say I'm the OG when it comes, well, not the OG, but I'm the sort of the people's champion when it comes to covering the Power Ranger comics on YouTube. I'm the guy they go to. But let's read this article. The Mighty Morphin Power Rangers universe comes to a shocking end. The 8-year saga ends here in the final issue of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. 8 years. If only they had this comic running for a decade, then that would make me feel really old. So, Boom Studios, together with leading toy company Hasbro, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Darkest Hour 1, which is something we kind of knew that would be coming months ago. I just didn't know that Darkest Hour 1 would be the big grand finale. So let's read the blurb. Let me zoom in here. Okay. It all ends here. With the Morphin Grid in peril, the people of Earth are left without the Power Rangers to protect them. The ultimate battle against Dark Spectre will play out with unexpected consequences. while an unlikely group of rogues, villains, and rangers make strange company. But even if they win, can they rebuild everything they've lost? Ooh. So, fan favorite Rangers writer Melissa Flores, writer of Spider-Gwen Smash, and acclaimed artist Simona De Finilis, who's done Firefly, The Earth That Was, and acclaimed colorist Raul Anglo weave together a story that fans have been waiting nearly a decade for, delivering an unforgettable finale that everything has been building to. And when you make sense of everything that's been happening in Darkest Hour, the stakes have been very, very high each month, and they've been tying together everything that's come together within the comics for the past 8 years. Dark Spectre was the big thing they've been leading to ever since the Ryan Parrott run. But with what's happening next month with the Solar Rangers and stuff like that, and it makes sense that like everything's tying together for this finale. Now, what's going to happen after this comic? No idea at this point. There might be solicitations that break out where we have an idea with what might happen next. Some are assuming it's going to be a soft reboot like what they do with like the Transformers comics or the Ninja Turtle comics, which would be cool. And a lot of people would love to see a Zeo sequel or an anthology of series with different Rangers that they tell. But we'll have to wait and see. So we've got a quote from Melissa. After nearly 2 decades, Darkest Hour comes to a close. This event has been one of the biggest tasks of my career, but I've enjoyed every single heart-wrenching minute. Although I put our Rangers through the ringer, I hope the ending is satisfying for the reader as it was for me to write. And then we've got a quote from Simona by saying, I'm really excited to tell this incredible adventure together with Melissa. So far, she has kept us in suspense, and now she's ready to surprise us again. Get ready to dive into this final chapter of Darkest Hour. Go, go, said veteran artist Simona De Finilis. An epic oversized issue with main cover by iconic Tyron Clark, alongside new grid variant by Beyond Bounds and helmet variant by Goni Montez, and a super secret variant done by Santa Fiong, among many others. I wonder what that secret cover's gonna be. We probably won't see it until release. So this is a big milestone. Quotes about Boom. I think that's everything. Let's look at the covers. So I've read 119. I've got my script ready for 119. I've just got to record it, which is something I'll probably be doing tonight. But after learning about this news, like my opinions might slightly change about 119 with how I think everything's going to be turning out, with how some dialogue went down. But let's look at the covers. So we've got the main cover, where it's all 7 fists coming together, and the lightning. We've got the variant where they're just surrounded by Dark Spectre's energy, and you can see them in the background. You've got the zombie variant, which looks freaking cool with all the villains. This looks sweet. This looks really freaking cool. Like, I need to start collecting the zombie covers. I know I said I would. I never did. I might start collecting them now that the run has almost finished. We've got the dark variant helmet of Rocky, which looks really freaking cool. Glad they're doing more of this. I'm surprised they didn't do one of these for like every Ranger, but like Rocky was the one that did turn evil. And then we've got the cover done by Jordan Bode, where they're fighting like the iconic Dark Spectre form, which is really freaking cool. You can see all the Rangers here, except for the White Ranger, which is interesting. But if you've read the latest issue, you kind of know. But yeah, this looks like this is a really cool cover. All these covers are really freaking cool. But yeah, the Power Ranger comics are coming to a close. It's very sad to think about because, you know, I've been the Power Ranger comics guy for years. I never really made a backup plan to do if the comics end. I kind of do have a backup plan. I've got a couple of backup plans. But if those backup plans work, well, we'll see what happens with me on YouTube in the nearby future. I'm not going anywhere. I'm definitely going to keep making content, but with no TV shows and no idea what's going to happen with the comics, we'll see what's going to happen. But for everyone, and I should save the big sappy speech for when the comics end, but for everyone who's tuned into my reviews for the past 6 to 7 years, I want to say thank you so much. You guys mean a lot to me. You guys pushed out each review each month. Without your guys' support, I wouldn't be doing reviews and stuff like that. I would not have kept going. Although it was mostly love and passion, you guys kept the lights on for me to keep doing these reviews, and that's so much appreciated. Thank you to everyone in the community who has been a friend to me in the past couple of years. Thank you everyone for the support, and thank you to all the writers who have worked on Power Rangers: Kyle, Ryan, Marguerite, Melissa, Matt, everyone who's worked on the series. Your support is greatly appreciated, and thank you so much. And whatever you guys do next in your careers, I'm definitely going to be supporting, that is for sure. Go read the Supermassive Universe, definitely check that out for sure. And yeah, I'll definitely be covering the Darkest Hour finale when it drops out in July, I think. This is coming out in July. So within 3 months we'll be getting this, so stay tuned for that is for sure. I thought we would be seeing this in August, but it's actually July. So yeah, I think I'm going to bring this video to a close. I've been rambling on for 10 minutes now, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out, take care, bye.